Hey everybody, Joe from Hum Crush here. Everybody and their sister's friend's chinchilla is doing a year-end wrap-up, so I might as well join the party, right?
No, I appreciate it, but I told my wife I wouldn't drink tonight.
I did a lot of gear downsizing in 2021, and most of what I did buy was to upgrade equipment that I already relied on, so I'm happy to report that I didn't waste much money on duds. That said, I did buy one piece of kit that is basically just gathering dust. And out of the great stuff I acquired, there is one that really shines. Let's start with the mistake. That's the Blackmagic Design Speed Editor. Now, it wasn't a total waste of money because I needed another DaVinci Resolve license, so it was basically free. But otherwise, it's become a $300 paperweight. Physically, it's built like a tank, and the jog shuttle dial does feel nice. But in Blackmagic Design's infinite wisdom,
Quite naturally perfect, it was a work of art, flawless, sublime, a triumph equaled only by its monumental failure.
they don't allow users to customize the keys. So unless you spend most of your time rough cutting large multicam events or have to slog through a bajillion hours of reality TV footage,
I'm not joking, bitch.
you probably don't spend most of your time on the cut page. And if you don't, then the speed editor is severely hobbled. Since it can't replace the keyboard and mouse, and I don't have three hands, it just hasn't found a place in my regular workflow. If, like me, you spend most of your time doing something other than rough assembly, then a plain old keyboard is simply more efficient. I tried placing it next to my full keyboard, but I kept accidentally bumping the jog wheel. So ultimately, I've gone back to the Contour Shuttle Pro, which for 1/3 the price lets me assign the buttons to do exactly what I need, and it doesn't get in the way. So if the speed editor wasn't my cuppa, what is it that has me all lit up?
This is the Holy Grail.
Well, that's the Aperture LS600D. Now, I've been using chip-on-board LED lights with Bowens mounts for years now, so I'm very familiar with the benefits of a hard light that you can shape however you want, but won't melt your face off.
Don't look at it.
What continues to surprise and delight me, though, is just how bright this sucker is, and just how well built it is. A 300-watt COB sounds powerful on paper until you put it through 2 layers of big diffusion, or try to light a bigger space, or try to compete with the sun. The 600D can do it, though. Any one of those things. It's not powerful enough to do them all at the same time. But best of all, you can do that without tripping breakers or burning through gloves. Then there's the build quality. You might have heard it described as rental gear quality, and I actually think that's true. In fact, I do rent out my 600Ds. Yes, I bought 2, that's how much I love them. So the extra cost over cheaper lights is actually paid for itself in rental fees. The icing on the cake is the Aperture ecosystem with the Citus Link app. Now in general, I'm not a big fan of Yappa on set, but with 600Ds and 120Ds and MCs and even B7 practicals, and control them all with a single tap, well, I mean, it's pretty sweet. Side note, if for some reason someone from Aperture stumbles upon this video, please make tube lights. Be warned though, this much power is addictive. And it makes you aware what you could do with even more. Don't be too surprised if the 1200D makes it on my 2022 nice list. So there you go, one piece of gear I love and one that, not so much. I hope that helps. No matter what, remember that gear is just gear. Movies are made by people. Don't make excuses. Get out there and crush it.